Lance Mechanics here today, and you've clicked on the thumbnail. You're probably interested in why this component is replaced most of the time, and it is fixable, and it's usually fixable for the fraction of the price, and that is your AC compressor. So to first understand what's going on, I got to explain it to you. So to understand an AC compressor, you got to understand two things. There's going to be a pump side and your electrical side. Most of the time, it's the electrical side that fails, but the whole unit gets replaced. The pump side can be anywhere from $700 to $2,500. The electrical side, if repaired, can be done for fractions of that. But most of the time, this whole component is replaced. So first, I'm going to explain how to test it. Testing it, in my opinion, is the simplest thing ever. So you find the one wire, and all you do is supply voltage. And you see the clutch moving in and out. All you're doing is magnetizing it. So most of the time, this is the component that fails. What if I told you, instead of on your vehicle, depending on the price of a compressor, spending $2 to $3 grand, all you had to do was spend $500 to replace this clutch, the pulley, and the magnet inside. Now we're going to take this apart further to show you. So I'm going to show you how I take these off really quick. You need a rag and an impact, whatever size it is. I'm usually wearing gloves, so you hit it, but you need the rag here to hold it. Boom, 10 mils off. So before you take this off, know that there are spacers behind this that shim this out from the pulley. So you're just going to wiggle it. We're going to see, there's that shim I was talking about. When you buy one of these repair kits, they come in different various thicknesses. You just got to look up the OE spec. So now that we got this off, you're going to see there's oil contamination and everything in here. There's usually a bit of green stuff in here. That's normal. When your AC system fails, you do have blow-by the O-rings here, because a lot of manufacturers use pressure to seal these O-rings, and people falsely replace the AC compressor because they don't understand the system or they don't look up the TSBs. So behind here, there's an electric magnet, let's say a coil, and then when you energize it, it pulls this in. This is what gauges the mechanical side of your compressor. As you see here, it looks rough. There's usually a clutch friction material right on the edge here that helps grab it even further. So we're going to go one step and take this even further down. So now I got that apart, and you can see the coil in here, which sits behind here. And this is what spins. This is your pulley. The bearings go bad in this too. They make noise. A lot of people panic and they replace the whole AC compressor when a lot of the time it's just a failed pulley. And this all works together. So now I'm going to sit down and explain some more. So if you made it this far in the video, you're probably wondering, why aren't mechanics fixing these when we can do it for a fraction of the cost? A lot of it is confidence, experience. If you watched my video on best life advice I was given, it's what people were taught, and they taught the next generation. And it's unfortunate. I'm going to tell you right now, I haven't replaced a full AC compressor in over 7 years. I've done mostly the clutches and the coils and the pulley. That's the majority of the problem. And I live in an area that is very tough on components. So I feel like if we get this information out there more mechanics will be willing to change these parts, and they'll be more confident in it. And a lot of it too comes down to is people are afraid of comebacks, because customers can be very nasty. So imagine let's say this Beamer, let's just theoretically here, this compressor is $2,700. I replace it with either an OEM one or remanufactured or new, whatever the route is. I might have zero possibilities of zero comebacks because I've replaced the whole component. And a lot of mechanics need this to sleep at night. And a lot of customers, they need it to sleep at night too, because they're very paranoid. And me, on the other hand, I am confident in my repairs that if I know it's the clutch and the bearing and the front plate there, I am confident I can replace that component and I'll never see that customer again. And I haven't had any comebacks on AC compressors in 7 years, and I've done a lot of them. And I work for Honda, so trust me, I did a lot of them. That's our number one failure component. And when you start doing it this way, you're making money, the customer's saving money, everybody wins. And another side effect of replacing this whole component that the general public doesn't know is there's something called cores. And after the garage or the dealership marks up this component, let's say it's $1,800, there might be a $500 core on this component you don't know about. That's just profit in the dealer or the garage's wallet at the end of the day. As a customer, you're going to a lot of customers, I'm not sure on this one. You can argue in the comments what to do. Should the customer have to pay for that core, or is that the perk of the dealer or the garage? Because if that core gets sent back saying it's not rebuildable, the garage has to eat it. So hit or miss. So if you're a technician in the comments, are you confident in just replacing the coils or the pulley or that whole thing? They usually come in a kit. It's very simple to do. I'll link a generic one in my description at the end of the video. So yeah, whatever everybody's opinions are, I personally like repairing AC compressors for fractions of the cost of what a new one is. So yeah, Lance Mechanics, have a good day.